And tonight in Hannity's America, if you thought the ethics problems of the Obama appointees ended when Tom Daschle left the stage, well, think again. The New York Daily News reports that President Obama's nominee to head the White House Office on Urban Policy has some serious ethical problems of his own. Adolfo Carrion, who served as Bronx Borough president until his nomination by the president, had a mysterious pattern of receiving contributions from various groups and individuals either right before or right after approving their building projects. In just one example of this convenient arrangement, a developer raised more than $6,000 in cash for Carrion just 2 months before Carrion approved his project. Now, this pattern was replicated time and again throughout Carrion's tenure as borough president. Now, if Carrion brings his questionable ethics with him to the nation's capital and has an opportunity to practice this scheme on a national level, he's going to become a very rich man, all at your expense. Mark it down as another broken promise from Team Obama. Rambo Emanuel sashayed on to Face the Nation over the weekend to tell host Bob Schieffer all about the administration's gift for bipartisanship, reaching out. Now, in the same breath, he took a shot at Rush Limbaugh. Now, for its gross hypocrisy, Mr. Emanuel is getting tonight's liberal translation treatment.
First of all, we did succeed, number one, in bipartisanship. You are right on the Economic Recovery Act. Because of its boldness, we had 3. We will continue to reach out, as we did in the fiscal summit earlier this week, as we will in the healthcare summit on Thursday.
Let me ask
but
you
our goal, Bob, is to continue to reach out. And it's our desire that the Republicans would work with us and try to be constructive rather than adopt the philosophy of somebody like Rush Limbaugh, who's praying for failure.
Hey, news flash for Rahm Emanuel. When you're talking about how great you are at reaching out, it's best not to insult the very people you're supposedly reaching out to. All right, if there's a terrible snowstorm happening, a protest about global warming is going on somewhere, and today is no different. Now, with snowstorms causing problems all over the East Coast, the organization Capital Climate Action revved up to stage an act of mass civil disobedience at a coal-fired power plant in Washington. Now, it's all happening, and Susan Sarandon was there, and she billed it this way.
Gandhi, Martin Luther King. They were willing to stand up for what's right, even if it meant peacefully breaking the law. Civil disobedience can overcome great challenges, and global warming is the greatest challenge of our time. On March 2nd, thousands will come together in Washington, D.C. for a historic protest on the climate crisis. Many will continue our tradition of peaceful civil disobedience. The American people will take a stand at Congress's own coal-fired power plant, a glaring symbol of coal's hold over our government.
All right, take a look at the protesters carrying forth the legacy of Gandhi and Martin Luther King, shivering in the snow as they protest the Earth's rising temperature as a foot of snow falls. Now, maybe it's just a coincidence that nearly every global warming protest occurs on the exact same day that we have a major snowstorm, or maybe the big guy up there is trying to send a message to these people. We report, we'll let you decide. And finally tonight, President Obama may have pledged to usher in a new era of diplomatic relations for the United States, but he's not the one making the first move towards Iran. No, she is. That's right. Yahoo News reports that actress Annette Bening is in Iran as part of a, quote, Hollywood delegation. Now, that includes filmmakers and actors from the Academy of Motion Pictures. And according to Bening, she wants to, quote, be a bridge to open a dialogue between the two countries. Well, unfortunately for Ms. Bening, well, that's a bridge too far. The powers that be in Iran greeted the Hollywood delegation by demanding that they apologize for the many insults dealt to Muslims in American films. An aide to Iranian President Mahmoud Ahmadinejad said, quote, The Iranian people and our revolution have been repeatedly, unjustly attacked by Hollywood. And he cited movies such as 300 and The Wrestler. No word whether the delegation apologized for its many offenses or plans to return without building that bridge. And that is the news tonight from Hannity's America.